Welcome back to another one of my videos. As always, I find these stories that I read to you from different subreddits on the Reddit website. And I always leave a link in the description. So that way, instead of watching gameplay through the video, you can read along if you would like to. That said, let's get into the video. The doll. I was walking home from school with Minecraft on my mind. I was wondering what I was going to build with my friends when I hopped on the server and a dark Ford pulled up next to me. The driver opened his passenger window and threw a sack in my direction. I barely dodged the bag as it was only a few inches from me. I got angry and yelled at the Ford driver. The driver floored it. I picked up the sack off the ground, and as I opened it, I was very surprised to see that it was a baby doll. But this doll was all scratched up and missing paint from parts of its face. At first I was terrified, but then I realized that moment that my 13-year-old sister would love this gift. You see, my sister, Nicole, was autistic and 3 years behind the average girl her age. Nicole loved finding random toys and fixing them and either selling them to pawn shops or on Craigslist for cheap. Nicole loves the thrill of fixing something and giving it a second chance. I thought Nicole would love this as a good way of getting some peace and quiet in her house today and maybe tomorrow. I stuffed the doll in my school bag and continued walking home. 10 minutes later, I was crossing a bridge to enter my neighborhood. My neighborhood was very normal. I had neighbors who I have known my whole life. This was a very safe area to raise a family. Nothing bad really ever happened here. My neighbor, let's call him Joe, was walking his dog as he does every single day. I stopped and pet his dog. I thanked him and started walking again. I was looking around and I had a feeling I was being watched, which is not normal. I swear there was something just watching me walking home. I stopped in my tracks and pivoted my feet to look around. There was houses, cars, and trees around me. I saw something looking at me across the street. I whispered, "What the fuck?" As soon as I said that, thing just vanished. I took a deep breath and told myself, it's going to be okay. I started walking again. I finally saw my house, and I saw Nicole playing with her new doll she fixed a few days ago. I was walking up my driveway and Nicole ran up to me and hugged me saying, "Yay, you're home." I replied, "Hey sissy, I have a present for you." She smiled so bright and said, "Really?" I opened my bag and gave her the doll sheet and ran to her little workshop where she fixes the toys. I walked in my front door and set all my school things down. I yawned, telling myself I should take a nap before Mom gets home. I walked upstairs to my room and laid on my bed and slowly saw blackness. Soon I woke up hearing my sister open my door and she throws the doll at me and says, "This doll is scary. Where did you find it?" I told her I found it in a garbage can. I figured if I told her I got it chucked at me, it would weird her out. She replied, "Please take it back. There's something wrong with it." I didn't understand but nodded in compliance. I just thought I would hang on to it and maybe she will want it back tomorrow. I put the doll in my closet on a shelf by some books and a few old toys from my childhood. As I closed the closet door, I heard a thump inside my closet. I stopped and looked inside, but eventually I just closed the door and walked away to go fix dinner for Nicole and I. Nicole asked if I got rid of it. I thought she already wanted it back, so I told her what I did with it. Her eyes shot wide and her breathing got heavier. And then she asked, "Why did you keep it? It's evil." I looked at her with confused eyes and just said, "Okay, well, it's in my room if you ever want it back." She nodded and got up from the dining room table and cleaned up her plate from dinner. Around 20 minutes later, I was getting ready for bed when I heard a whisper coming from the closet. I barely heard it, so I kept getting ready for bed. Not even 10 seconds later, I heard Nicole scream bloody murder. I ran out of my room ready to fight an intruder. I stormed in her room and saw her sitting in a circle of salt. She told me to enter the circle. I asked why, but she grabbed my arm and said, "The doll." When giants devour ships. Deep in the heart of the vast ocean, where sunlight barely pierces the surface, lurks a sinister secret. Legends whispered among sailors speak of monstrous sea creatures, ancient and unfathomable, whose existence sends shivers down the spines of even the bravest souls. This is the tale of the night when those creatures emerged from the depths, hungry for more than mere fish. A group of seasoned sailors embarked on a daring voyage aboard their sturdy vessel, the ocean's jewel. They were bound for uncharted waters, driven by their insatiable thirst for adventure and discovery. Little did they know that the ocean's depths held a treacherous secret, waiting to claim its next victims. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting an eerie glow across the vast expanse of water, the sailors beheld a sight they could never have imagined. Enormous shadows slithered beneath the waves, darkening the depths with their ominous presence. Unsettled whispers among the crew quickly turned to panic as the colossal sea creatures emerged. These behemoths possessed a chilling beauty that masked their malevolent intent. Their serpentine bodies, adorned with luminescent patterns, glowed ominously in the darkness. Tentacles extended from their massive frames, writhing with an otherworldly grace. The creatures possessed a power that defied comprehension, a power to make even the mightiest vessels disappear without a trace. As the ocean's jewel sailed closer, lured by both awe and curiosity, the sea creatures encircled it with a predatory precision. Their movements synchronized, as if choreographed by some invisible force. Waves surged and crashed against the ship's hull, causing the crew to stumble and grasp desperately for stability. Suddenly, the water erupted in a swirling maelstrom of chaos. Tentacles thrashed and coiled around the ship, the vice-like grip cracking the once sturdy wood. Panic consumed the sailors as they fought to free themselves from the clutches of these ancient sea beasts, but their efforts were in vain. Within moments, the ocean's jewel was swallowed by the abyss, disappearing beneath the churning waves. The sea creatures, having sated their insatiable hunger, receded into the depths once more, leaving only silence and dread in their wake. Word of the ill-fated voyage spread among sailors, a cautionary tale of the dangers lurking beneath the tranquil surface. Even the most intrepid seafarers heeded the warning, steering clear of those unholy depths, where monstrous sea creatures awaited their next opportunity to claim unwary souls. And so, the legend of the creatures that made big boats disappear persists, a chilling reminder that the vast ocean holds secrets beyond human comprehension, a realm where the line between fascination and horror becomes blurred, lost in the eternal embrace of the deep. If you liked that video, then like the video. If you're going to bed soon, sweet dreams, and if you have a full day ahead of you, I hope it goes well. Thank you for taking your time to spend on watching one of my videos on my channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.